today's parade is a constant reminder of that, Greville.
It is. I mean, I can safely speak for every soldier, sailor and airman when I say that support from our family and friends is the single most important thing for us when we deploy on operations. I'll personally never forget the time when my wife, who was a serving officer, still is a serving officer, Gillian, was sent to Gulf War I ahead of me. Luckily I followed her, I'd never be able to live it down, but that sense of being left behind is agony. And at this point, I'd just like to spare a thought for all those families and friends still living with the consequences of a loved one being killed or injured. And I mean it here when I say that it's those families and friends that deserve medals.
Reforming, ready for the march passing quick time. Style changing. Tempo picks up. A new sense of dynamism. Neutral quick march is Great Little Army, composed by Kenneth J. Orford, considered to be one of the finest British march composers. Change of tempo led by Lance Sergeant Neil Brocklehurst of the Scots Guards, the senior time beater today. A good moment, Greville, for us to reflect on the style of the parade so far and your impressions. Of course, there'll be some other opinions up there in the Major General's office, but let's have your opinions.
Well, Hugh, we watched both rehearsals, the Major General's review and the Colonel's, and together we did see a couple of mistakes on the parade, and of course that's what rehearsals are for. But honestly, so far today, I think we're witnessing a fantastic parade. The mass bands of the Corps of Drums, as ever, are absolutely on the money. They're magnificent. We're about to see the Household Cavalry and the King's Troop, but I've just had a look at them, and they are so smart, always mind-blowingly smart, the amount of effort they put into their preparation. And of course, the Guards themselves, currently centre stage, have been really impressive. And again, the dressing, that line that I was talking about in the arms drill, has looked really sharp. And let's not forget the colour points. You can see one of them there, bottom right of the screen, who mark out the square, and they stand there all day steady. And we shouldn't forget that it's a thankless task, but a critical one.
Indeed, lots of hard work going on. Musicians, we mentioned, and the capable hands of the Senior Director of Music, Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Roberts of the Welsh Guards, as we move into the march past in quick time. By 1st Battalion Coldstream Guards, Captain of Number 2 Guard, Major Oliver Biggs. His father Andrew was the ensign in 72, field officer in 93. Quick March, British Grenadiers, my maiden company. They had the honour of providing the escort in 2014. And the unmistakable Quick March of the Scots Guards, Helen Luddy, F Company Scots Guards. F Company, an incremental company of Scots Guards based in Wellington Barracks, and they've been involved in all the major ceremonial and state occasions over the past year. Just a quick word about the incremental notion, Greville. What does that mean?
Well, in the early 90s, when the Berlin Wall went down, there was a reduction in the size of the army. So to ensure that we could cover public duties, ceremonial duties as we call them, they created these